Hi guys, so I'm going to discuss Shadowhunters episodes 1 through 7. It was my intention all along to do discussions episode by episode. However, I've had a incredibly busy month and I knew February was going to be busy, so that's why I didn't start doing the episode by episode discussions like I really wanted to. But next week I will do like episode 8 discussion and then an episode 9 discussion and so on until episode 13. But I'm going to try to not go overboard with discussions. I don't want this to be too long of a video since I'm discussing 7 episodes in this. So first I want to discuss my general opinions, and then I'll discuss like how I thought each episode was briefly. And so my overall opinion is a couple of the actors started off not really on par with everybody else. You know who I'm talking about, obviously, if you've seen the show. You probably share my opinion, maybe. But I feel like they're getting better. Everybody's getting more connected into their roles, which I really enjoyed to watch every week. And I know with every new show, it takes time for the actors to really gel with their characters, and it takes time for the show to find itself. So I'm really hoping we get a second season, because I think now that we're into starting with episode 5, I think the show really started to find itself, and I think it's continuing to build up each episode. It's raining outside, so yeah. Anyway, and the special effects. Don't like the special effects. I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with me on not liking the special effects. It just seems very I don't like the speed running. It's so stupid. And how they're training, and it's just like speed training. I don't like that. And the vampires just randomly like fire, like, I don't know, sparkly fire when they die, and demons just explode into sparkles. I don't understand. Yeah. So that's kind of my general overall thoughts on the writing. The writing is kind of at the beginning, but I feel like it is starting to get better slightly. But anyway, yes. So let's get in with the episodes. So episode 1, I felt like it was very info-dumpy. It was pretty weak for a pilot episode. It was just like so much was thrown at us, because I think that they were doing that so that way people that didn't know anything about the world would understand more of what was happening. But I don't feel like they needed to dump all of that into one episode. It was just too much. And the lines for Jace didn't really seem like the lines for Jace. They were not really Jace lines, and he had the most like info-dumpy lines in the first episode. But yeah. The episode 2, I'm trying to keep everything straight in my head because it's obviously been a while since I've seen these episodes. But yeah, episode 2 I thought was just a hair better than episode 1. It still had kind of Jace lines. I don't like to cringe at what Jace says, but just the writing on his lines in particular was just not good. Same with Clary. Like, those are the two people whose lines I feel like aren't the best, if I can put it that way. Put it kindly. Not the best. But yeah. Then let's skip ahead. Episode 5 I feel like was the best episode 7 was probably the best one so far. They just keep getting better and better, I feel like, every week. And one thing I don't understand, I think it was episode 5 or 6, had the weird arranged marriage for political alliance. Like, I don't understand that. Why? Wait, are you going to throw that in here? That makes no sense. The Shadowhunters don't arrange marriages for political alliances or whatever. They don't need political alliances. And I don't know. I think they're probably just doing that to mess with Malik's relationship, which is really stupid because we don't need that. We don't need a big love triangle like that. Well, not really a love triangle, but you know what I mean. We don't need that kind of drama. So I don't know why they're doing that at all. I don't like that. But yeah. And they're what episode is it? Episode 3 or 4? When Simon got bit by Camille, they really dragged that out. really dragged that out. And they should have already had his vampire like death and rebirth instead of just dragging it out. Or they should have waited till like this episode or last episode to have him get bit, and then because next week he's going to have his like death and rebirth of becoming a vampire. So I don't know why they waited that long. However, I do feel like it did deliver some of the best Simon moments. I love Alberto as Simon. He is so adorable. I love him so much. But yeah, I really like the relationship development between Malik. They're my #1 ship ever. I love them. Like, I feel like this is the best developed relationship on the show so far. I do feel like Clary and Jace were kind of rushed because the kiss happened last night's episode of Clary and Jace, and it wasn't done like the book, which I was so upset about. In the book, it was just so cute and so romantic in the greenhouse, but in this one, it just felt kind of like rushed. You know what I mean? It was like, I don't know. I feel like kind of out of place in that sense. If that makes any sense. If that makes sense at all. I mean, it was cute, but it just didn't feel like it belonged there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to really phrase it. Like, yeah. And, I think with Luke being in the police force, I think that's a good change from the books because we saw in last night's episode, it really helps track the demon attacks and whatnot, and helps kind of what's the word? Tamper that, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but yeah, it kind of helps put a lid on it, I guess, or whatever. Keep away from the mundanes, and yeah. I don't know. But I'm really excited for next week's episode because you guys see Vampire Simon and more Malik. We didn't get any Malik this episode. I was very sad. We didn't get a mention of Malik. And I'm not sure what the big deal is with Meliorn, the fairy guy. It didn't seem like he was that big in the book. It's been a couple years since I read them. But I don't remember him being in the book that much, but he seems to be in the show a lot more. and I seen promo pictures for him, and I think episode 10, maybe something like that. He seems to be a lot more in the show than in the books, and what else to discuss? I don't know. Episode 12 is entitled Malik, which I'm very, very, very excited about. A whole episode dedicated to Malik. Yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions. There's only 10, 11, 12, there's like 6 more episodes left in this season. And like I said, starting next week I will have individual episode discussions. I have to get ready for school. I better wrap this up. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions on these first 7 episodes are, and what you're excited to see coming up in the next 6 episodes. Yeah, that is it for this video. I have to eat sociology. See till next time. Bye!